we've got this pack. Okay, so there's some really good starts in this pack. I think Gear Hulk's a very powerful finisher. A lot of value. And kind of how you look at this card is that it's evasive 5/4 for 6, so the body value is like it can win the game. Then it destroys a creature, so this is good. Then it gains life. So a lot of the late game cards, what you're looking for is like how they play from behind. Like early game cards, how they play on curve. Late game cards, how they play from behind. Noxious Gear Hulk plays from behind very well. But then there's also like Lava Coil, which is a solid removal spell. That's a good start. Cultivate is a good start. Usually you want to go with the power. I'll take a... Yeah, stabilization cards, exactly. I'm probably going to go with the Gear Hulk, but I think Cultivate and Lava Coil are pretty reasonable starts. But I'll just go for the power here. Well, the black follow-up, like Foul Play, is pretty solid. Just because there's the aggro decks in this format, while they're not numerous, they're very, very good. And you need plays against them. So, like, there's a lot of medium cards here. Annex is super good in red. Thundering Rebuke is good in any red deck. Saw It Coming as a solid counterspell. Liar's not good in every blue deck, but it's good in a lot of blue decks. But I don't think I want to go there yet. So for me, I'm between like these red cards. Like this is just a really good archetype card, but it doesn't see as much play as the Thundering Rebuke. If this was like a face burn spell, I think I would take it, but I think I like Annex here the most. And we'll see if this Goblin Banneret wheels. If it wheels, there's a good chance that red aggro's open. So I'll take the Annex here and... Oh, no. Okay. So there's a problem in this pack, right? There's like so many good cards here. Chandra is extremely good, and it goes with Annex. It's right in the right place. Swords to Plowshare, very good. But I wouldn't take it over Chandra here when we have a perfectly good Annex. And then Hullbreaker Horror. I think this might actually be the best card in the cube. We're not tied down to anything. Like, definitely one of the best red cards, but possibly the best card. This card is, like, so hard to play against. Like, your opponent plays it, and a lot of times you feel like you just cannot win the game. Like, I want to pick Chandra, but I think I have to go with the Hullbreaker Horror. Like, Chandra is really nice. I would love to have a Chandra here, but it's early enough in the draft. I think Hullbreaker Horror is just too impossibly good. And go with your heart. Yeah, Intuition is a hell of a beast. And it looks like Intuition was right. The best aggro card here is Mechagodzilla. There's no real red cards here. So we might begin cut off red, which is now we're really happy that we have a great red aggro card. We have a great black like control card, and we have a great like the best blue control card. Now Midnight Clock is a very important card here. I'm gonna go with this. Like, Bowl the Multiverse is really good card draw, but Midnight Clock, if you play it against a control deck, like, it puts a win con on the game. Like, you all are gonna pass turns, not do a whole lot, and then you're gonna expend your resources real fast. You're gonna draw, like, 7, and in non-control matchups, it's going to be a Mana Rock, so that's just like a fantastic place to be. Really good card. It's a lot of control decks need something you'd call like inevitability. Like, if the game goes on in an infinite amount of turns, who wins? Because they're bringing the game to a halt. It's kind of what they're doing. Okay, so Smashing is a good control card, but Censor is on color, and I like this card a lot. It's an early play, and you can get rid of it when you don't need it. I think that's very good. I'll take it over these lands. Alright, alright. So that's a late Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike's really good. Primal Command is also pretty good in control. I think I'll just take this Lightning Strike here. Yeah. I don't like Cruel Reality. I think it's super flimsy. Aggro might be open, but we really don't want to go into aggro. But I guess this is this play will control and aggro, so pretty happy about that. Lolth is a powerful black card, so mana rocks into, like, 3 mana rocks into 5-drop is powerful. Not a whole lot of power going on here except Lolth, so it seems pretty easy, and it looks like we're trying to slot into a blue-black control deck pretty handedly. Hogger Mauling, fine card. Isolated Chapel, fine card. I guess I'll take the Mauling. It's both a land and an action. Now I've got some good black cards started off here. Amaria's Call is good in control. Ebon Death is okay, but it's more of like an aggro top end to get that last evasion in. Dies to everything. Ruin Crab is good in control matchups and okay in other matchups. Then there's Florahedron, which wield. That's a good sign for green. I think I'll just take the Ruin Crab here. I don't really like to play those cards, but foul play. Foul play is a lot of what we want to be doing against the aggro decks. There's also a Stomping Ground, but it only shares splash colors, not a main color. And we're currently either going to main blue or main black, and we're probably going to do both. I like Crypt Breaker a lot, actually. Makes blockers. Eventually does a Phyrexian Arena impression of drawing cards, losing life. I'll take it over like Swift Response. Just early interaction. Yeah, our black is looking very good on the control side. I don't really want any of these. I've gotten blown out by this, but I know that when I play it, I'm going to discard my hand. So, probably take a golden egg, like, whatever. Now I'll take a Woodland Cemetery. We're guaranteed to be in, like, a control or mid-range deck, and this will allow us to splash, like, a Thragtusk or something. That's pretty cool. Rutstein is alright. I'll just take this land thing. Alright, so let's evaluate some cards here. So Angel of Invention is a great win con. We're not deep into white. We didn't see white signals. Didn't see blue signals either. So we're kind of leaning into the black side of things. What else? Okay card. Aggro. Slumgar's Command is fantastic. We're not guaranteed to be on blue-black here, though. Celestis is fantastic. Like, it's a mana rock, so it goes, like, 3 to 5, and fixes your mana, so that's really good. But the gaining life and looting is insane. Like, this is good against aggro and against control. It's for a control deck, but we want to be on a control deck. What else? Palladium Mirror. I don't like this card. Dies to a lot of things. Gets you 3 to like 6 mana, but dies to way too much for me. Okay, well, Professor Onyx is sweet. I get worried that I'm loading up on too many high-end cards here. But Also Vanquish the Horde. Don't care too much to dip into white. Like, we've seen enough good white cards that support, but not enough good ones that make the risk worth pursuing. I guess I'll go with Professor Onyx. This card is, yeah, it seems strong. It's very strong. Good against aggro, good against control. The Mage Craft is a win con on its own. Definitely what I'm picking. It's just, we're starting to get a little expensive, but we have a couple of mana rocks, so I'm happy to take that. Wow, so many good cards, and they're all in black. So, Bloodchief's Thirst is fantastic, because it's early. It's early, like, kill spell, and it's late game Planeswalker kill anything. Baleful Mastery is pretty important, being exile, and it has a bit of flexibility on it. I don't know which of these is actually stronger, but given our curve, I think I'd rather take one of these than the Eldest Reborn, but Eldest Reborn is really, really good. Yeah, Eldest Reborn, too much, I think it's too much value. And going 3 to 5, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty easy Languish as a board wipe. We'll need some of those. Oh, you play Onyx and Golgari Control. Eldest Reborn seems very fun to use. Yeah, it's fun. It's also really good. I worry about the curve, but I need to value. Yeah, this is just an easy Languish. Tainted Adversary is not bad in general, but more of an aggro card usually. Oh, wow. Wow. Why are there so many good cards here? So, like, Chandra is one of the best cards in this cube for sure. There's a lot of really good ones, but still strong. But there's also, like, Treasure Map that ramps and fixes me. I'm not that deep into red. Not that deep into blue. There's also another mana rock. Call me crazy, but I think I'm on Treasure Map. Like, this card does a lot. It's fantastic. Chandra, I think, is super good, but I really don't know if we're heading into, like, red-black control, but that was definitely a huge signal. Woe Strider, I think, is more of an aggro card. Inscription of Ruin is decent. Thief of Sanity is kind of a busted card. Like, this card's a win con all on its own. We kind of want to be blue-black, so I'll go ahead and take it and feel good about taking that treasure map there. Double black is a lot harder to hit than it seems. Siphon Insight's like a draw spell. I guess that's okay. We're already pretty heavy, so God Pharaoh's Gift is like not the best. I'll take a Siphon Insight over a Disfigure. Disfigure is like acceptable, but it's only good against aggro. I don't like cards that don't pull double duty. Paradise Druid is really late, but I think we're pretty locked in. But I'll gladly take this so that we can splash a good green card later. Yeah, we'll take this. Same idea. Is this the 2 or more other lands? Yeah. Okay, so we can... Well, there's a good green-black card. Go ahead and take that. Ooh, Bloodchief's Thirst all the way around. Yeah. One of the reasons why I took Eldest Reborn, like, just the ability to get 2 cards off of one in limited. Yeah, it's too good. I'll take Thirst here. pretty happily. Don't care about any of these. Graveyard Trespasser is an acceptable card. Messing with the opponent's graveyard has a lot of applications here. Gaining life is good. It's a threat all on its own. I like this card a lot. Go ahead and take that. Probably not playing the Inscription, but we can. It's definitely not impossible. Disfigure all the way around. Okay. So, not many options here. Thoughtseize is actually pretty decent. There's problems with it in this format, being that the aggro decks are really good. But, it brutalizes the control matchup, and there's a lot more control decks than aggro decks. Glasspool Mimic is a pretty good card, being land and being a land and a creature. I'll probably just take the Thoughtseize here, but I feel like the technical correct pick is the Mimic here. But yeah, I'll take the Thoughtseize. Erebos' intervention as kind of universal removal. Or Pact of Negation as powerful counterspell. Getting alone on your counterspells is really good. I'll probably take a Pact here. Okay, there's a lot of cards I'd want. Lucranos is really good. Like, really good. I need this Drowned Catacombs, though. I would like this Poison the Cup. I feel like there's a chance Pelucranos can wheel. Is one problem. But it's just so much value. So much value to give up. I feel like the correct pick is Drowned Catacombs, as insane as that is. Nah. I'm gonna go with this, and we're gonna be Sultai mid-range. Yeah, Sedgemoor Witch, I like this card. I liked it before someone pointed out to me that it has Menace. Great card. I really wish the land was in this pack, though, because I'd give up a Witch for a Drowned Catacombs. Like, Drowned Catacombs is so big to give up. Probably a Neutralize here. These are aggro cards. Karn is like... Yeah, Drowned Catacomb was the blue-black land. Because, see, the thing is that the expected value of lands has gone up for us because we're at 25 at 40 cards, so we're going to have to start cutting good cards that we like. So the expected value is that blue-black land is going to go quite a long way for us. Green-black is not a bad land. More removal is pretty good. Do I need more removal? I kind of do. I'll take the Heartless Act here over Search for Azcanta. We have Treasure Map. It's not exactly the same, but they're close. We have Siphon Insight. So we have ways to get... we have ways to get value here. Fabled Passage is utterly fantastic. Blue, black, or green land. Yeah, give him my deck. Yeah. Blue, black land over Hermit, Feed the Swarm. I usually like prioritizing Feed the Swarm in my black decks, but we're just at the point that we need to have some level of consistency, and that's a pretty... That's a pretty good place to be, I think. This came all the way around. Let's probably play it. Drowned Catacombs isn't here. Oh, it's right here. Okay. We took the Heartless Act over green-black land, so we can take this Drowned Catacombs over Poison the Cup, and we've got a lot of value in this deck. I'm happy. So like, yeah, in Cube, because you don't like, because there's so much variance, you don't really know how the other players are gonna draft it really. And like, so weird stuff happens. Like sometimes Folio of Fancies. I don't think this is the way that we're winning. I think it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, like, Thirst for Discovery is a good card. We're probably not running it, but hey, it's not bad. Probably not. Ooh, Hinterland Harbor. That's... See, like, this table seemed like they weren't valuing lands, like, super highly. And that's how it goes. Like, some tables, because there's, like... There's so many different ways that people approach a cube draft that, like, some tables, they're going to value the Pelucranos more than the lands. And some are going to, like, value the lands more than the Pelucranos. So that's just kind of how it ends up turning out. So let's put in our good lands here. Because we need to get the good lands here so that the algorithm will help us. So this is a land. I know I've got another one in here. This is a land. And this is a land. So let's go like this for now. And be like, let's count up our blue lands. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is okay. 10 is okay. Let's see, Swamp. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Let's count up forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we've got like a treasure map and a Celestis to help out with that. Okay. So like kind of what you're aiming for in a standard draft, you have like a set draft, you have like a 9/7 mana base. Like 17 lands, 2 colors, 9 or a 9/8 mana base, yeah. And like 9/8 is a good, like, it's playable, it's okay. But you cannot consistently cast on curve like double colors usually. So you want to, like, the ideal is like have like a 11/11 type mana base for like double colors. But obviously that's like a perfect world. That doesn't happen in set drafts where you're not valuing lands highly. There's not as many playables in that as there is in cube. But in this cube, there's plenty of playables, so you end up in a place where now we're cutting playables, so land picks were very good for us. We had like so many picks, like 8 here or something, that gave us value because we're going to be cutting cards anyways. So like an 11/11 man base is good. So like when we have a 10/11 6/7-ish mana base, like we're doing pretty good. It's kind of what it comes down to. So pretty happy about that. Don't think I'm cutting these win cons. Don't think I'm cutting these 5 drops because we've got a couple of ways of doing. Oh, how many of each land? One of the things I struggle with is how many of each lands you need to splash 3. So like to go 3 colors and like splash a color like we're doing, Definitely, definitely. That is a really good question. So, in a set draft with bad fixing, 3 is like 3 sources of any source, land, something else. Um 3 sources of that color is good enough to like play a like pip card, a 1 pip card, one mana pip card of that color on like turn 6 or 7. So when we talk about wanting to play like a Vraska on turn 4, yeah, 1 pip. So like yeah, a pip would be like this is 1 black pip, 1 green pip. This is 2 black pip. Um, yeah. So this is a lot faster and more powerful of a format. So 3 sources isn't to play a Pelucranos on turn 6, 7, or 8 isn't going to be very strong. So what we're going to be dealing with is like we're going to want like 6 or 7 so that we can reasonably cast it in this 4 range. But with 6 or 7, we can't have very many like early plays with it, and we can't have very many cards of it. We want to be more in the 9 or 10 range if we were going to play like a bunch of green cards. But since we're playing this green and these 2 green cards, like 7, 6, 7, 8 sources like is very, very fine. So now I need to talk about cuts here. Thoughtseize I'm mixed on, but it feels so good in it feels so good in control matchups. It's just really brutal to play around. I probably need foul play. I guess Thirst is out. We have some stuff here. It's not really a Hull Breaker horror deck, honestly. But it'll do. I guess neutralize because we're trying to tap out a lot. We got a pact to force through our threats. That might be okay. Oh, just trying to make a good picture. But yeah, any questions you got, definitely just run them by me. I'm pretty knowledgeable in draft. Like, I'm not the best at this Arena Cube, according to my results. But, like, I know a lot of theory. But, as far as, like, a set draft, like in VOW, I finished last season at number 5 on the leaderboard, so pretty in touch with draft theory and all of that. Yeah, Arena Cube just has a lot of variance. And the draft is usually self-correcting, right? So, like, you go to a store, you draft with people, and you play against them, but not so much here. Huh. It's kind of a slow hand, but we've got colors here. I'll keep this. But league play isn't very self-correcting. Opponent's ramping out. Can't quite do anything yet. The other thing about Arena Cube is, like, told a lot of times friends will go into person drafts together and kind of call colors, so they aren't taking each other's stuff. Man, that's just... Well, yeah, I would be very disappointed too. That's really obnoxious that people would do that. That ruins, like, the whole, like, yeah, kind of cringe, exactly. gonna play the Celestis. Just get my mana out, get my looting game on, ramp into this 5. I mean, if this is what the opponent has, like... Guess I'll... Forest. Brainstorm's okay-ish. Wolf Willow ramps. That's not as impressive at this point. But it might give him something to do this turn. I think I'm going to go with the Haven here. Dang it. Just ramped him. Well, we're just going to go with Lolth here. So the fact that, yeah, they have a Pact of Negation. So that's annoying.
Are you certain of your decision?
Give them a land, maybe. Help them hit land drops is bad. But also, giving them a cantrip creature is bad. Give them the Crag. Dryad. Okay. So I'm probably just going to play out this Gearhulk here. Kill maybe this Dryad, I think. Like, I feel like I'm just going to get Ulamogged, and, like, I'm just going to be taken out of the game here. Opponent has a lot of, like, good answers to my threats. Yeah. Have an island. Guess let's draw a removal spell. Yep. Alright. Nothing I can do. And like, see, that's the thing. Like, what do you, what do you prioritize in this? Oh, Ulamog? Yeah. Yeah, I could have given you a chance to look over it, but I think I have an overlay which, like, lets you mouse over cards, and it's a pretty cool thing. But, like, it's like the ultimate... It's like the ultimate over-the-top thing. I'm going to keep this with a turn 1 Crypt Breaker. But, like, generally that type of thing is, like, really, I don't know, tough to pull off against aggro. But ends up being really, really good in, like, control matchups. So there's just a lot of give and take. Like, some people will straight up just ignore a lot of some people. Yeah, well, Island's pretty good hit here. I'm gonna pass. Must have to enable it somehow. Yeah, that I don't know. I haven't, like, seen it that. I'm gonna go ahead and censor that. It's a pretty good censor here. Can go ahead and see. Huh? Yeah, I'm kind of seeing that. It's not doing the over. Maybe I have to hit add to my channel, but I already added it. Yeah. I guess I'm just looking to Crypt Breaker out here. Yeah, Ulamog. There's a few different ones. It's the 10 mana version you're looking for. On cast, it exiles 2 things, and then it mills 20 on attack. So it's pretty much an auto winner. Yeah, I'm gonna just start setting up this Crypt Breaker here. Probably not gonna be a languish game. Probably just gonna make my Hull Breaker Horror cost a bunch. Maybe that means I should just discard it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and discard this Hull Breaker Horror. I have the Eldest Reborn. So their choice here will tell us a lot about their hand. If they don't take the Languish, it means that they're just not a creature deck. If they take the Witch, it's kind of like the default position. Like, Witch is one of my more proactive plays, so... Okay. It looks like they're a creature deck. I'm gonna pass and discard this forest. Start getting my... You hear an echo. Let me see. Sometimes... Oh, I opened up my stream. Yep, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we're roping against the opponent. Gonti, Opponent's playing very good cards against me. I think I actually want to discard the Witch, because I want to play Lulth next turn. A little questionable, but I think that's actually correct. The Witch isn't getting a whole lot of value on this board, unfortunately. It's going to be good for a rebuild after Languish, but Lulth does that anyways. Yeah, now I feel pretty happy here. Yeah, we're going to play out a Lulth and just turtle up for sure.
Are you enraptured by my I will cull the weak.
Thanks for letting me know about the echo. Let's turn this back to my original settings. Check my audio. Yeah, alright. Alright. We're in. Okay. Alright, I'll see you in a moment, Drayson. Hopefully we got the opponent in a tough place here. Kind of looks like we do. We're just gonna start drawing with this Crypt Breaker. God, I love Crypt Breaker. Like, it's only good in control, really. In this cube. Oh, man. They took my Graveyard Trespasser to get rid of my Hole Breaker. It's rough. Oh, let's just kill ourselves drawing cards here.
It's bold to bargain with me.
I think I have to kill this Trespasser, don't I? I guess the better move was going to be to Languish. Make 2 Menace creatures. Yeah, that's probably better, but I like drawing cards. I like feeling the value. Am I trying to win or am I trying to value out? I'm trying to value. 100%. Love this little Phyrexian arena over here. On multiple bodies. At first, this card's inclusion didn't make a whole lot of sense to me in this format because, like, it's... I know it as a zombie aggro card. Okay. I unfortunately can't do anything about this here. Otherwise, Lolth would die. And we can't be having that. Let's go for a Languish here. Jeez. Well, that was a nightmare scenario.
I will get what I want. My will cannot be denied.
Yeah, I'll keep that to kill Gaunty. We've got game here. I guess they're just on, like, 5 color mid-range value. It kind of looks more like an Esper. Yeah, it's an Esper. Yeah, it's still just an Esper. They're playing these Triomes as duels. The only thing is, if they found removal for, why opponent get to use all my good cards? Hey, so... Welcome back. So yeah, what you missed was the opponent... The opponent played a Skyclave Apparition, got rid of my Crypt Breaker, and I couldn't draw a card off that, so it felt kind of bad. And then I languished because I said, okay, I'm going to get a lot of value off of this. And then they Malakir Rebirth on their Gaunty for infinite value. So I'm going to go ahead and foul play on Gonti here. What deck is my opponent playing here?
My words are
That's a
for
pretty good card.
ambitious minds.
Opponent's playing like a mishmash of protection spells here. And I don't even know what the blue's for. The blue's like for a 2-drop, but they're gonna start winning off of my good cards. They also managed to get rid of Hullbreaker Horror by playing my own Graveyard Trespasser, so they're countering my deck with my own deck. So it's kind of a rough life here. Okay. I might go for the double block here. I'll go for the double block. I think that's what the opponent wants. Oh yeah, Gonti. Gonti steals one of your cards. So yeah, he is very, very good.
Subservience will be rewarded.
Oh hey. Oh hey. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and attack in. Well, let's see how the opponent's gonna have the right answer at the right time for this play.
My power is for annihilation.
And we're doing okay. We'll see what this card is. But yeah, the only real thing my opponent has done this game is just has just used Malakir Rebirth combos with Gonti, which I guess is all you need. But pretty unreal. I still haven't quite figured out if they're... Do I pack this? Probably not. Need to save it for like a game-winning play.
Aren't I the generous one?
Swear they're gonna go for like Eldest Reborn. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Just go ahead and counter that. Still gotta deal with it next turn, unfortunately. Because my graveyard interaction is not here. Yeah, I mean, I'll trade too. Like, that exchange is good for me.
I will get what I want. I will cull the weak.
Yeah, I definitely need to just use tempo this game. Why play that land? That's a good question. I mean, there's not a whole lot of common things you have to worry about in the discard end, as far as, like, random discard. At least I've got the answer here.
Liliana Vest? Sorry.
But yeah, there's like one good like discard 2 effect. Yeah, worried about cards. I'm trying to think of some in the format. Like, it's reasonable. Like, there's Graveyard Trespasser's Ward. My deck is also pretty... My deck is also pretty mana hungry, so I'm usually pretty heavy on making land drops. But I have a lot less things to do with it. That's true. Let's go ahead and draw a card here. But it's like... It's definitely just an effect of the format. I don't think there's a whole lot of things I gotta worry about as far as, like, a single discard. Like, I'm sure there is some, but it's a lot more about, like, targeted discard. Like, look at your hand type stuff. And having mana is just huge in these matchups. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I want to Thirst on the Onyx, and if they do anything about that, I'll just kill it with the 2/1s. And then I'm going to Vraska onto the Midnight Clock. And now I also have extra lands, which is pretty cool. So I can start sacrificing them or my 2/1 spiders off. Ooh, it's just so good.
To fix things.
And this puts them on a 2-turn clock. Pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and Vraska kill this Midnight Clock, so now they're not going to be able to outcard me. There's also the fact that by playing that land, I'm representing the 3-mana counter spells, which are numerous in this format. I think that's the biggest part of my thought process for playing that. So I think the opponent was more likely to want to throw out something that they didn't think was going to win them the game, as opposed to, like, a pretty critical play, like, for them, like, Burial Rites, I think. Yeah. So, like, it's like general limited practice. No, you keep the land. Specific meta practice, I think playing out the land has a lot of good benefits to it.
Aren't I the generous one?
So we can start getting, like, a lot of value by sacrificing our 2/1s here. But I don't think we want to do that too much. Oh, jeez. Is my opponent valuing me? Probably just an opt here. Yeah, it's not too bad. So now I'm looking for, like, a Professor Onyx. I think I want to do that and sacrifice it. Even though I can sacrifice these for some value, I'm going to sacrifice the lands here. Unfortunately, not as good for me as it was for the opponents. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna do what the opponent did to me. I'm gonna start stealing their cards. Card's good. Unfortunately, I don't think I can attack in here, but that's fine, I think. Now the question is, do I want to play around Sublime Epiphany here? It's a 6-mana super counter spell. Or do I just want to discover here? I think I just want to discover. If they have, like... If they have a counter spell, so be it. But I don't want to play into a Sublime Epiphany here. Now I'm going to chump. I'm going to trade. Now if they have both Counterspell for that last thing and Sublime Epiphany, like, I'm in a bit of trouble. Okay, this is pretty easy snap block for me.
Aren't I generous?
Unfortunately, Discover the Formula is in their yard. Pretty good. It's pretty outrageous. I guess they're an Esper Blink deck. I mean, that does make sense with their cards here. But I'm not getting any of my cards, and I'm drawing 500 million cards. And I'm just not getting any of mine. Oh, I guess that Professor Onyx was mine. So I could not be looking for Professor Onyx. And now the game's probably just unwinnable. Like, Thief is good, but what am I going to do here? Just draw a card. Lucranos is pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and make a blue.
As long as we win, nothing else matters.
What have I scryed? Nothing. Pretty unfortunate. Oh. So I have drawn, like, all my lands. Actual, factual. Fantastic. So I can Pelucranos here. Kill Yorion. I think that's what I'm looking for here. And then I'm gonna hold up this Malakir Rebirth. Now they're just gonna mill me out. Because when they draw my cards, it's the right answer or threat at the right time. But whenever I draw cards, it's lands. I guess it didn't even make sense to kill Yorion, because now they can Priest of the Fell Rites. Just bring it back. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, Priest, pay 3 life, bring something back. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm unbelievably salty at this game, like, just... And it was my... Yeah, it was my Thoughtseize, too. Like, yeah, this is why I hate, like... I'm a little biased right now, but I hate this format, like... It's just so just salt-inducing. From people rage quitting? I mean, that's the thing, is my deck's one you rage quit against. I got no problem with playing, like, the control game, because I've got 2 cards that steal my opponents. But, like, whenever you get, like... wombo combo that like never happens, and you draw like the right sequence of cards, it's just utterly it's just utterly rage inducing. And I mean, this format is just so high variance, it pisses me off unbelievably. Yeah, I get to play treasure map now, then I get to treasure map foul play next turn, because they're a Lurrus deck. So each permanent card in your deck has mana value 2 or less. And they didn't play a creature. So what does that mean? That means that they have the 3/1 flash to play around my sorcery speed removal. So I don't think I want to treasure map here. I think I just want to thief. Or, like, I just want to hold up Censor now. That's good. They do not. So, what are they, like a control deck? They're playing around Censor. Okay. It's fine. Now we're looking to make a stop. Treasure map here. Fabled Passage. Yeah, we're just looking for lands. We're not gonna stop. So I'm probably just on, like, let's Fabled Passage. We have double blue, double black, double green. That's the thing. I don't think anyone knows how Companion works, because they errated it. Like, for the first time in MTG, like, it's just a hard mechanic errata. So you have to pay 3 at sorcery speed to put it into your hand. And you have to build around the deck restriction. So, like, he has nothing but permanents that cost 2 or less in his deck. So I think for me, I'm gonna Thief of Sanity here. Like, if the opponent wants to take a turn off here, that's fine. But, yeah, it's pretty weird how they've done the companion mechanic. Well, I'm just going to treasure map now. I'll keep a land. Yeah, it reminds you of Commander a bit. Yeah, I think that was the idea that they had. They wanted to bring Commander. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I play Commander. I play a Yawgmoth deck and a Yuriko deck. So if that gives you the kind of idea of what player I am. I'm gonna scry. But yeah, that was their plan, I think, to bring Commander to standard play. Oh, unfortunately, not sure either of those cards. Yeah, I just play a blue-black tempo deck, and oh yeah, because you're a Hearthstone player. That's right. Yeah, it's a mono black, like it's called Aristocrats. You gain value by sacrificing your own stuff. Exile. Well, I think that's worth a censor, right? Yeah. Big draw. Yeah, I agree. I think I want to sacrifice this, draw a card, make my land drop it, or just find a better play. Now I can go Professor Onyx or Spider Queen. Both are pretty big play. I think I want to go Professor Onyx here. Or are they going to do attack into it with a 2/2?
That's Professor Onyx to you.
Wow, wow, wow. Guess I'll take the Eldest Reborn. It's looking pretty good with a Pelucranos. Yeah.
Impeccable study habits.
The value reborn. The value.
That's another demerit.
I can go like foul play Eldest. Whatever else they play. So like kind of how like they have all their creatures. Hold on, let me see. Thing about me and playing value decks too, I just find the stuff that seems the most broken and make it work somehow. Yeah, you put all the good cards in one deck. Easy as. That's the game. Super aggro decks, mono red to mythic as well. Much easier than mono green. Yeah, mono red is like one of the most straightforward decks in this game. Like just like an eternal archetype. Brain dead, yeah. Yeah, it's just the way the deck works. The answer is always Midnight Clock or Gearhulk. They don't have any big boys, so I think I just want a Midnight Clock here. Call me crazy.
Come on, there's got to be something useful.
Answer is always face. Yes. That is super true. The answer is always face. Settle the wreckage. Just gonna exile this. Am I okay with that? I don't know what else I can do. I can't save my boy. So I guess I'll just exile him. Bluff, making decision on whether to use the save card that I don't have. Make them play around things that don't exist. Yeah, that's kind of like... Because, like, the control player always has to... Control player always, or the player that's playing from behind always has to take, like, low-risk plays until you back him into a corner. Oh, you would have roped that turn? Too many good options? Yeah. It do be like that all the time. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna get with this Eldest Reborn. Just gonna get a Gear Hulk that doesn't do anything? Just a bluff, not to be toxic. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about being toxic. It's very tough to just outright BM in this game, because like you have to do a lot of consideration plays of what your opponent's gonna do. So here's what I can do. I can Vraska, kill the seal away, get back the thief, but then they go like Luris and once during each of your turns, so they can't flash that in. That's actually good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Vraska here. Get back my boy. Then I'm probably gonna go with a lull. I don't think there's many ways my opponent can punish me. Maybe just foul playing here is the best. I don't need to hurry up. They might have some wacky board wipe. Yeah, now I plus... yeah, Graveyard Trespasser seems insane here, right? So yeah, let's play that. And get rid of their life gain. Yeah, in the driver's seat, start the engine, prepare for the wipe. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good call. Alright, opponent's had enough. Our hand, our answers, like, that was one of the times where, yeah, we were just doing the thing and had all the answers. Making life tough for the opponent. Look at that. One win. One win with what I'd consider actually a pretty solid deck. Oh, jeez. I don't know. We could go 7 wins with this deck for sure. I go first. I go get Black Source. I hold up Censor for the next Ever. If I need to force something I thought seized the turn before. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good hand. This is why we love Fabled Passage. I'm up against mono whites. So, I think what I'm after is to... I think I'm foul playing this turn because I'm pinched on black. And it preserves the most life total. Of course, I have Thoughtseize now whenever I'm against aggro. It's not really what you want to be... where you want to be at, but it's decent. So, yeah, I think my goal is to, like, hold up Censor next turn. Oh, wow. Opponent's got a lot of nothing going on. So, let's figure out what they've got. What they've got in that hand. Maybe I play out this island first. Now we figure out what they've got going on. Ooh, Spellbinder is a pretty busted card. So yeah, let's get rid of that. I mean, we're gonna censor whatever they play, but like I imagine they're playing a Ketra's Monument. They're not. I'll censor. It makes Eldest Reborn a lot worse here, but now we're gonna go Celestis. And keep some lands to discard, gain some life. We're doing pretty good here if they just monument. Yeah, I feel pretty strong about this game. Even if they have like a Chandra this next turn, we still have Eldest. And life is just good. Don't look at my Celestus. God. They drew that. Ah. What a mess. What an awful situation. Now my eldest is gonna make him sack a 1/1. At least I get to Hullbreaker Horror next turn. And they probably can't do much about that. This doesn't help too much. Because, like, this Battlecry Goblin is a great card. Now I just outright need Languish. Huh. They misplayed that, like, by a lot. Because that's what this card does. They missed a, They missed a 1/1. I mean, I don't know what else I can do here. Just going to Hullbreaker Horror. Oh, that's fantastic. So I have to block the Goblin. Actually, am I just dead? 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm very close to just dead. Hullbreaker Horror time. I mean, the opponent is just a god. I need like a spell off the top, straight up. They should pump. They should not make a dragon here. Yeah. I don't think that was the right play. We might still lose. But we're pretty heavily winning now. We even had a great draw. 6. We can't play everything, though. So now the question is, what do I want? I guess I want a flyer. They don't have anything in hand. I want this 2/3 blocker, I think. I want to gain as much life as possible. So, I'm actually going to start returning tokens. I could have just bounced the token for sure, but I wanted the life. From Noxious Gearhulk. Oh, Hullbreaker? Yeah, Hullbreaker is like another layer of busted. 100% just a busted card. I guess I'll just do this. Like, I'm protected from damage effects. They just want to make a dragon here. Hullbreaker is definitely just a messed up Magic card. Now I'm going to start getting in there. I have to start winning the game at some point. And I feel like this is the right moment to do it. Opponent just doesn't have a lot going on here. I'll keep the land to bluff. Why not send the flyer? I want as many blockers as I can have back. While putting a decent clock on the opponent. Like, now they reasonably have to be conscientious about defending against me. Lolth is pretty sick. Okay. Yeah, because, like, they get back in the game with me at 10 if I send in the flyer too. Because if they draw, like, an exile effect for my Kraken, and then I got in an extra 2 points of damage, but they're 2-turning me, whereas I'm still, like, 3 or 4 turning them. Good games? Yeah. Good games. I mean, we've had some good games. I've had some salt, though, like... I go first. I have my colors. I just need a Celestis, or I need a land. I need any land. Okay, I'm in. This is a keeper. It's a very scary keeper, but it's 100% a keeper. I think I have 18 land sources. Okay, I don't think I'm going to scry at the beginning of my turn. That's so greedy. That's so greedy if I don't scry here. But is it right? I'm up against black-red. They're an aggro deck. I need the land drops. Oh, thank God I did that. Oh, boy. Now I think I actually have to hit a land, and I can't do it off the treasure map. I think I just draw here. Ugh, why are you like this game? Why is this game like this? This is a tap land unless you control 4. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So... I need double black here. And I need to search before I treasure map. So the idea is we're going to get them with this languish. That is the plan. But I'm in a very rough state of being right now. Okay. Didn't matter that it didn't stop. I don't think we wanted to do that anyways. So I can go like treasure map, languish, and have 2 left over. That seems correct. I don't need any more top end to win this game. I'll win this game if we get there. Although the life gain would be sick. But we're going to languish now. Feel pretty good about our position. Yes, yes, yes. Just that? Oh, yes. Oh, we're doing great. So, I'm going to scry. Thoughtseize, like, it's not really where we want to be. They're holding on to a lot of value. Like, maybe there's a Tybalt here. That could be a little difficult to handle. Maybe that's a good card to have. Okay, let's keep that. Now I'll go Celestis into Graveyard Trespasser, I think. Just start gaining life. Could have clocked there as well. Can also Hullbreaker into Thoughtseize next turn. Oh man, they get around. It's so rough. Thoughtseize feeling like a bad keep here. I guess I look at their hand, then I possibly play like a Gear Hulk. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Kind of want Murderous Rider gone here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Like, Thoughtseize is going to be annoying, but it's not going to get me. Because I'm going to play a Hullbreaker Horror on them, and then, like, what? I have 2 spells here. So, let's go ahead and pass. They have 1 random card, so I'm just going to play out this Hullbreaker Horror here. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 6, 8. Maybe I messed that up. I messed that up. I didn't even think about them having the full burn suite to kill it. That was a mistake. I should just taken the extra 1. Wow. Wow, that was a big mistake. Hold on. That wasn't right of them. That didn't seem right. Turn that. Don't play out my land. right? Attack in for 7? I don't think I'm blocking. They've got 4, 6 damage. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't attack. It's a big clock. But this having an extra 2 damage is quite a problem. Let's just pass. I could Celestis. Okay, so this is what they're doing. Yep. Seems about right. I don't think I need to... Bone Crusher is fine. Null Priest is fine. Huh, I really can't do anything here, huh? Let's go ahead and bump that up. Drowned Catacombs, I guess. This is a little rough. It's a little rough. At least I get to start gaining life here. So I've got my engine going. Now if they want to play multiple things, I'm in a good spot. Unfortunately, my Hullbreaker Horror is going to die here. Do I want to preserve life total? Heartless Act? I don't really know. Guess I want to make them spend as much much mana as possible here. So I'm gonna Heartless Act and bounce. Think that's a good play. Then that's gonna trigger the Celestis. We're gonna feel really good about it. Okay, I don't have any instant speed draw effects, so... Hullbreaker down. Guess we're winning through Midnight Clock is the plan. What cards did I put to the bottom? All my win cons? Feels bad in hindsight. That cycles. So at least there's that. I guess I'd rather cycle using this. And I only played one spell here. So I guess the idea is that I could hold up Hagra Mauling. But I think I want to play out Thief anyways, even though it's going to eat a pillar here. Just because that spares me 2 damage. And maybe it makes him play 2 spells. It's pretty rough. Glad I have the Hagra Mauling, though. I don't think I want to loot here, because I need this Hagra Mauling. Pact's not the worst. Don't hate it. And I've got 6 to make Midnight Clock. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Mana Form Hellkite. And then... Oh, I've only got 5. Okay. Regardless, I think this still works. I'm going to start bumping up the Midnight Clock here. And then by my turn, it's going to... We're gonna see that little inevitability pop off here. Never wants to do the treasure map thing here. Okay. I guess I'll take 2. Oh no. Well, it's rough. We're in rough shape, bros. I think I want to Vraska here to gain life. Doesn't play well into,
Go ahead. An unfortunate casualty.
It doesn't play well into Hasty Boys, but...
My devotion reinforces.
Oh, yes. Okay. Alright, so... I don't know if I actually have any basics left. I think I do. Do I have any scry action going on? So... I can't do both, can I? I want to play Professor Onyx and Thirst, but I don't think I can do that. Now I have to kill this Zavriel because it makes everything a hasty threat. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Witch. We're going to Thirst.
This doesn't end until I win. Its loss will settle.
And we're going to sacrifice and gain 2 life. Ooh, and I guess we could have foul played there. Maybe foul playing was correct. Royal Eruption on that. Perfect. Perfect. So now the plan is all come together here. We're going to play Professor Onyx. We're going to foul play.
The essence of life is inseparable from the essence of death.
We're going to
One is expensive.
sacrifice this clue. To draw, we're going to hold up Pact of Negation. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So... we had a few games where the opponent had some good threat answer ratios to ours, but then we got a game where that was the case for us. So I go first. I have a playable card, but I don't have black mana. Dead card, dead card. Yeah, I don't think I can keep this. Like, I don't have a plan after I censor their first play. Way better here. Way, way better. Way, way, way better. Wow, I want all of these cards. Why can I not have all of these cards? Maybe Vraska is the worst? I think Vraska is the worst here. Okay. I play out the Hinterland Harbor first. Since it's tap land on this hand anyways, now we get to hold this as a removal spell. Life is good. This gonna come into play untapped. Yeah. We'll just keep land at the top. I mean, we're gonna have some top end. Like, we have a mid-game plan. We have ramp into Eldest Reborn. So maybe Gear Hulk is just a good keep. Maybe Gear Hulk is just a good keep. Gear Hulk's a good keep. Just a straight up Dire Fleet. I love that. Now I kind of need the top deck of land. Kind of a bad position I put myself in. But, like, Gear Hulk is going to allow us to play from behind pretty well. And we can still run out Pelucranos, play a tap land, and feel generally just pretty good about our position. In fact, I think that's just, like, the correct play anyways. Because Eldest Reborn not doing a whole lot here when they have a goat token. So I think I want to play out this Hogger Mauling as a land so I can ensure this Noxious Gear Hulk. Also have Double Fight. Yogg. Yogg is a good card. Yogg is a good card. We're gonna kill that thing. Okay, yeah, opponent can't do much about that. So, I can fight Yogg. And then what, they sack 2, I still get to kill him? That might actually be the best play. Make them decide what they're going to use here. Like, let's see. After I fight, he's going to go down 2 power. Yeah, okay. I think, if my math is right, I think fighting Yogg is actually good here. This card is very powerful. Which, by the way, Drayson, this is one of my commanders. This is what I was talking about. Like, look at this monster. Go ahead and fight. If they sacrifice everything, that's fine by me. They should not sacrifice everything, by the way. Yeah, that was a mistake, because now I just fight it. No cards, 6 mana, 6 mana Plague Wind. So, it's nice. Huh. So they are like an aggro deck. I think I'm just running out Eldest Reborn here. Such a weird card for them to play on this mana. Well, I guess they're primary red and splashing white. The clock is ticking down. Good, good, good. 6 mana. So they're going to play something for 6 mana here. Is rough for me. But we're going to kill Yawgmoth again. Yeah, I agree. I agree. This game is looking very good so far. Let's go ahead and kill the Yawg. If they want to kill Pelucranos, that's fine. I'm just going to get it back with the Eldest Reborn. They'll probably make... Okay. I mean, alright. I'm in. I wouldn't be surprised to see a... Well, I would be surprised to see a board wipe, because they're a very aggressive version. Ooh, that's rough. Well, now I'm just going to get my Gear Hulk back, kill their Glorybringer. It's fine. We're going to play out lands because we are about to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're about to get everything back. Midnight Clock's so good. Woe Strider is fine. Outcast is pretty sweet. So I want to naturally let this... Well, no, I want to do the Midnight Clock now because I can draw instant speed stuff. I was saying I can float the mana on my upkeep, but that doesn't even... Oh, I didn't respond to it either, so I can't exactly do that. Okay, so let's see. Censor needs to be cycled. Kind of want to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of want to play Professor Onyx on my turn, make him sack, kill that, gain 2 life. Yeah. Let's go for that.
Under my tutelage, Even you can master death.
Okay. Looking for answers.
This is my favorite part. Watch the life essence fade.
Okay. Well, we got that. Nice, 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 nice. All right. Yeah, good game. Deck is really starting to pump now. 4 wins. Not bad. Not even salty anymore. I mean, just felt like in those early games we were getting so unlucky, but now we're kind of just like, are we getting lucky? Yeah, we're getting, yeah. I think we're playing at like what the deck should have been playing at, because there's a lot of value in this deck. So, but I guess it's a little, it's confirmation bias to say, well, when I lost, I was unlucky. When I won, the deck was just doing what it can be expected to do. But I don't know. This is a not good hand. Like, we have a Languish to catch up. Flourish MVP. I don't think I can keep this. There's just not a lot going on in this hand. If I had a green, maybe. But, like, 5-drop, unplayable without a creature, don't have a green, good against only aggro. Languish MVP. Yeah, Languish is MVP. I mean, I have to keep this. I think I'm getting rid of one of the top ends. Siphon Insight can get us some cards back later. Yeah, I think I'm getting rid of Professor Onyx here. Good card, but... I need to get my Black Source online here. So we're going to play this, play an island next, hold up Censor and Siphon Insight, and feel good about our life. Do wish I kept a Languish, that is for sure. Yeah, that's gotta get censored up. This is apparently a pro censorship channel now. No need to play this Glasspool Mimic. Now, I could play this now and get one of their 1-mana creatures. I don't know if I want to do that or represent something. I think I'll just go ahead and pass. But I do need some answers here. That is for sure. Because making 5/5 dragon, that can't happen. I'm pretty close to dead. My opponent has a board wipe in their deck. Okay, we're gonna take a hit. But I can no longer talk trash on my previous opponent that just stole whatever they needed from top of my deck. Like, Okay, I should have siphoned Insight there, unfortunately, so that I prevent 1 damage. But we're about to start doing some messed up things here. I'll go ahead and look for a removal spell here, I think. Yeah, I'll just take a Mecha Godzilla. Sure. Make a dragon. Make a dragon. Yes, yes, make the dragon. Like... Oh. So, my opponent is actually... factual, the unluckiest person in the world. Like, this is a good red card. It's playable in aggro, and it's playable in control. But again... My opponent is the actual unluckiest. And now that we took their board wipe, I'm really... See, the thing is if I play out this Glasspool Mimic now, my opponent actually has a shot at killing it. My opponent still has a threat of this Lair of the Hydra. But if I play this Glasspool Mimic, I actually have to pact whatever they play here. Maybe that's okay. I need some threats happening. Okay, opponent lets it happen. Yeah, how's this for... Oh, Pact of Negation. Yeah, it's this card. This card is great. It's a 0 mana. So I can Eldest Reborn this, but then I'm dead to a lot of things. Because this has Trample and Haste, and that's a problem. So the card is alone. Like, now I lose the game if I don't play. But it enables me to essentially do a double turn here. Extremely powerful. Let's see, Menace, Death Touch. Unfortunately, I didn't leave open a black there, which I should have manually had that be a thing. I will go ahead and attack with this because this one has Death Touch if they decide to go in with the Lair of the Hydra. But this card goes way too late in... it's too bad. And I didn't leave up Malakir Rebirth. But this card goes way too late because people don't like the you lose the game text. And I think that's very reasonable. That's a reasonable first impression. And this is why I'm not usually high on Thoughtseize, because when you draw it in the late game, it doesn't do anything. So I'm going to Eldest Reborn here. And... yeah, now we get to... Death Touch, that's pretty good. Because this Lair of the Hydra means that I'm not in a position where I can attack very often. IPAC Ambusher is a sweet card. I'm not back in this game yet. Let's cycle this. That's a pretty good card. Oh god, that has Death Strike. That has Death Touch and First Strike. Wow. Doesn't have... it doesn't have, what do you call it, though? Vigilance or lifelink, so I don't think I can attack in with it, but now my opponent can't attack in, really. They'll pass the turn with Night Pack Ambusher. Now I think I get Vornklex so that I can attack in. I think that's pretty reasonable. Oh, yes. Okay. I think we're pretty safe here, because now I go Vornklex. I play Pelucranos. This dude is just massive now. That's a 12/12 that fights. Okay. Opponent has had enough of La Value. So, okay. We shouldn't have won that game, but we got lucky. The opponent was running a burn down the house because, like, they're drafting red. It's good aggressively. It's good from behind. Like, burn down the house is a very good limited card for most of your red decks. And it's perfect for drafting red and staying open to either control or aggro. So I can understand why the opponent's playing it. But they got severely unlucky. We had a bad opening hand. That is true. But yeah, it's very good. The ability to make 3/1/1 hasters. Yeah, it doesn't change it. Yeah, it seems like a great card. It doesn't change the fact that he lost the game because of it. Yeah, I mean, when you're right, you're right. But not a mistake at all. Not a mistake for running it. Oh boy, I've got cards that do stuff. Go ahead and play a swamp into a Crypt Breaker. Yeah, not a mistake. Yeah, we're definitely in agreement. Just had to be clear. I'm gonna be throwing this up on YouTube, and like I gotta be careful with my salt and all of that. I'm gonna play out this Crypt Breaker, but it's possible that it meets a lightning bolt here. I wouldn't be happy if that's the case, but I feel like that's the case. Oh man, it's a Spike Field Hazard. I got by the card. By the card. Well, now I'm gonna do... yeah, now I'm gonna hold up Censor. Maybe next turn we can Celestis Thoughtseize. Yeah, it seems like take their creature. Their hand is pretty powerful, though. Their hand is strong. They can deal, like... Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Opponent got me so hard. That was a nice little pickup for them. I think I want to play a clock now. And I want to play this rebirth out. Maybe this mimic. No, choose target creature, you lose 2 life. Yeah, I don't think that's the card that we want in our hand. Oh, we just have to live. If the opponent just missed a creature, like now they go land, insult, deal 6, deal 6. I'm down to 6 life. Opponent just gets to do 12 to me because of that interaction. Well, if they don't have a target creature, then that means they're not going to be able to do deal 2 damage to this Professor Onyx. So we just have to dodge like a haste creature. But wow, that Rimrock Knight was so good. So good for them. I could play out this Glass Pool as a land. I don't think I'm hurting that much for land. I can also discard it to the Celestis. That's not bad. Oh, bruh. And that dodges the foul play. Because he can pump it. Man. We started out on Karma was getting us good. Now, then we got a rebalance of Karma. So this is a new round of Karma here. And we're still getting got. I'm just gonna pass gain life. Probably discard a Glass Pool Mimic. It depends on what I draw. I guess I need my green. So I'll just discard this Drowned Catacomb. Then I'm going to double. Come on, dude.
Not to brag, but I'm totally the best pyromancy student. Hey, these little guys are great.
I might just be dead. Because this can get back Burn Spell from their discard. Like, wow. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. I'm gonna go Sedgemoor Witch. I'm going to copy the Witch. Then I'm probably going to discard this Foul Play, gain a life, but yada yada yada, life's good. No, I want to keep this, right? Because it's going to give me pests. Thief of Sanity is slow. They're likely to have some 2-power targets in the deck. Now it's going to threaten to kill Chandra, but I mean, like, we're getting burned here pretty hard. And if they just drew a burn, like, I think I want to play around. I want to play around a haste. Okay.
Consider this bridge burned.
We are going to put ourselves above 3 life, because 3 is the magic number in Magic. We're going to force it. Foul Play is not going to see any play here, so I think I'm going to go like this into a treasure map. And I'll go ahead and do this now. Don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'll take a green for Pelucranos double trigger, and we just gotta fade some good stuff. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't get to go over the game there at the end. That's unfortunate, but... Okay. 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 Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So, okay, that was the Karma neutral game. That was the Karma neutral game. Opponent got some goods. I got some goods. I mean, I feel like the opponent's draws were super hot, but I mean, I'm not really going to complain. So I go first. I've got a couple of tapped lands here, but I just really need to hit a third land, and I've got early removal. I've got a couple of these. I think this is a keep. I think it's a very sketchy keep. But I think it's keep. Gonna go with the always tapped land so we can get an untapped land next turn, but it's okay if we do not. Okay, we've got some time. This is a good hand against control. I like these types of hands because, like, it's got all the tools against all the things that we like to see. Play another tap land. Unfortunately, treasure map doesn't get online, so that's going to be really slow. Wow. Do I get the map going or the clock? Or the Celestis? Ooh, the Celestis is pretty good, isn't it? The clock is pretty good. Oh, I don't have a blue. We're definitely going to get the Celestis online. Okay. And this is going to go well with the pass-go game. Okay, so they're just ramping. Now we get to go clock plus treasure map. We have removal and big boys. I'm feeling good about this game. Feeling good about this game. Drew land. That's actually perfect. So let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and play Midnight Clock. They've got a Pact of Negation. It's definitely worth considering here. Pact is going to be tough to play around, I will admit. Sword on an empty field. I am okay with that. Sword is not really the type of thing you want in this matchup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I need to start treasure mapping in this matchup. If I have a land, I'll keep it and try to resolve this professor. That way they just have to tap out. They can't get a lot of value there. So yeah, let's play Professor Onyx. There it is. Let's see. What do I want to do here? They've got a swamp. I don't think I want a treasure map, like, this turn. Because then I need to draw land. So I can play my Hull Breaker at the end of their turn. I don't think I want to draw a card. I want both of these cards. I'm pretty land hungry in this deck. Ah, it's not the land I wanted. Now we're going to pass. And this isn't the best Hullbreaker horror in the world. But this card is the certified nuts. Like, what are they going to do? They tap out, I play a Hullbreaker horror, I kill whatever they have, and then I bounce their sword. Like, they do have black, though. They are also Sultai. This is probably just a green-blue dual land. And if they don't do anything so that they can start, like, do Spring to Mind at the end of my turn, then I'm fine with just, like, treasure mapping, flipping that, pumping the Midnight Clock up. Abundant Harvest, yeah, it's good. Land? They're looking for a land? Oh god, what a monster. Okay, so I've got a choice here. I can Hullbreaker out with no protection. Or I can flip Treasure Map on the following turn. I think I'm going to flip Treasure Map. Then I'm going to double Midnight Clock here. And it's going to be very hard for my opponent to win this game. Like, it's definitely not impossible. I feel like they could be an Ulamog deck. But, don't know if I actually want that, do I? It's weird. Don't think I actually want that, do I? It's powerful to have, though. Like, maybe I just keep that. It's action. It's not that good, but it's good. Now opponent gets to draw 2 cards. I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do about that. Brazen Borrower. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. It's okay. Okay. Not the easiest to deal with. Alright, well, that's actually pretty annoying because now they're going to be able to hit me with this Sword of Body and Mind. And milling is pretty good here. Okay. Okay. I mean, I feel like I've got a lot of very powerful things going on. But yeah, we're going to start off with Hullbreaker Horror. What are they going to do? Remove it. Gear Hulk is going to be good here. This is weird because, like, oh, they have Commit to Memory, don't they? Commit to Memory can put it back on the top of my deck. Like, Hullbreaker Horror can't be countered, which is completely broken. Okay, this might be a little tough. Like, what, I'm going to cast Vraska to kill their sword? Because the sword is a threat to me for sure. Counter target non-creature spell. Return this to my hand. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, let's put up a fight here. I can either... I think I just want to... This is tough. It's tough. So I'm gonna go with the Noxious Gear Hulk here. And we're gonna kill that. We're gonna take action. Yeah, we're not in the mood for lands. We need some straight killer action. Alrun's Epiphany. Oh, God. I think I actually just lost this game. I actually lost to a Sword of Body and Mind in a control deck. I just don't have any instant speed interaction here. But I mean, Pact of Negation won this game. Like that was the real card that did everything. It's gonna be very hard for me to win this now. Okay. Only 8 mana. Can I get the mana on this midnight clock? I just don't have any instant speed interaction. Like, this Bloodchief's Thirst is god-awful right now. Maybe I look for something in their deck? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. I just need instant speed interaction, and I can't get it. Yeah, like, Sword is so bad in their deck, and I'm losing to it. But I mean, what lost this game, though, was Brazen Borrower, plus Pact of Negation. Like, good cards. But, oh, it didn't even let me respond? I mean, I couldn't do it anyways. What a drag of a final game. But yeah, Pact of Negation, good. Slumgar's Command, good. Brazen Borrower, good. All of these things are very good cards.